that. I think we're live now. Hey everyone, I'm CEO. This is Psychic Happy Hour. I'm with Anna here from Mixed Girl Tarot. Hey Anna, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm happy to be here.
Anna, do you want to just do a quick introduction of yourself?
Sure. My name's Anna. I'm a tarot reader, and I'm part of CO's Inner Circle group. This is my first time doing a large group reading for people I don't know, so I'm just really excited to be here reading with CO.
All right. I am excited too. We'll have fun. We've done this inside an Inner Circle before, so I have no doubt that Anna can just give the reading. Hey, my sister is watching. She's giving us lots of hearts. All right, so we are using this platform that allows us to do side-by-side broadcasts. In order for us to see your name, you're going to have to comment with your name and then whether you want a general guidance or specific area that you want us to tune in for. So make sure if you want us to pull a card for you, comment with your name and then whether you want a general guidance or like you want a career or relationship and things like that, and we'll each pull a card. Awesome. So things are coming through. So let's start with Sarah Choi, my sister. She wants a general guidance. What deck are you using, Anna, for this?
So, right now I'm using the Star Spinner Tarot for this.
Awesome. And I'll be using my Morning Calm Oracle. All right, so let's start with Sarah Choi. Oh, I should do this.
All right. General guidance for Sarah Choi.
Sarah, I pulled a Kuan Yin card, so it's a goddess of compassion, asking you to really bring in sense of compassion, I think for you, for highs and lows and up and downs of your everyday life and energy, to have a compassion, not only for when things are going well or when things are not going well. Maybe you are being a little bit selective and you're kind of doling out compassion for yourself under some type of a limitation or qualification or some rule, which shouldn't be, right? You should be totally just embracing yourself with self-compassion. So if there's any energy or attitude of you like qualifying and being kind of stingy with your self-compassion, just let that go and just be fully compassionate to yourself.
And then I got for you, Sarah, the Hanged Man, the World, and the Hermit. So I don't know what's going on, but we got 3 major arcana cards. So it looks like something big is going on. So I guess my question for you is if you're ending a phase in your life and you're looking at moving on. And I would say the advice here is to just kind of take advice from yourself, kind of step back from, what others may be advising you. Try to sorry, I'm trying to get this in front of the camera. Try to look at things from a different perspective, and there's no need to rush into anything. It's fine to just take time to yourself and figure out which direction you want to go in.
Awesome. What a great message for Sarah. Just because I know my sister, what's going on for her. Next is Sepidar. I love a general guidance. So we
Hi,
are
Sepidar.
Sepidar. Oh. Sepidar, I got Burn It Down and Boundaries card. So something's got to end. Or maybe it's already ending and it's validation that whatever you are letting it burn down or end or finish through it's a validation that it's in divine nature. Also, once you let things down and burn it, make sure you're protecting your energy and practicing stronger boundary, whether it's energetic or relationship. Maybe it's a close relationship, human relations, or it could be energetic, but make sure you really firm up your boundaries also.
And Sepidar, if possible, I'd love to hear a follow-up from you because I got a different reading. So I got the 9 of Chalices, the 4 of Wands, and the Magician. So what I'm getting from this is that you have a very solid foundation. You have some support around you. And if you're looking at going forward with something, you have the tools to go forward and to be successful. You have the foundation. So yeah, I feel good from this reading about whatever it is, especially going off of Cio's reading. If you're doing something new or in a different direction, that the cards are saying it's good for you.
Awesome. Maybe something needs to end and then you manifest this new path with all the tools as a magician in tarot. Amanda wants a spiritual guidance. I guess guidance for her spiritual path or spiritual work. Amanda. Amanda, I just felt like I needed to pull multiple cards for this. I got loving self, rest, and balance. So to me, it feels like maybe you are working a little too much or working on the spiritual things too much. I think there might be a little bit of a too much of a masculine energy, as in like, I need to find this out, I need to look this up, I need to figure this out, I need to do this, I need to do that right, I need to make sure this happens. So that energy needs to be balanced with more feminine energy, which is more of being grounded, nurturing yourself, and just being loving and nurturing towards you and the world, and just attracting and receiving. So in terms of your spiritual path, think about how you're showing up with some of this, like let's go get this done energy. Temper that back and replace it and balance it with more of this feminine energy, receiving, flowing, attracting, grounding energy.
My reading was similar to Cio's. I got the Page of Cups, the Chariot, and the Three of Swords. And so with these two cards, the Page of Cups and the Chariot, this tells me you're on the right path. Like you're doing the right things, but perhaps you are being hard on yourself that you're not at the end goal you're picturing for yourself, or you're having trouble letting go of certain things. So I would just to go off of Cio's reading, I would just say be gentler on yourself. Practice more self-care and believe in yourself.
All right. Awesome. Next is Carletta wants the general guidance. Is it Carletta or Charletta? Well, this is Charletta, right? Do give us a phonetic way, please, if I'm saying it right. So this is for general guidance. So Carletta, I also getting so same cards, even though I shuffle, came out loving self and rest. So definitely self-care and kind of a resting or refilling your own cup, because you're putting away, you're pouring from your cup for so many people. So it's time to refill your cup. So that does come. And then spiritual calling, so call to prayer. So maybe you need to also dedicate yourself to your spiritual practice, whether it's journaling, meditation, or prayer, but you're being called back to recommit to that practice.
Yeah, so I got the Queen of Coins, the Five of Chalices, and the Ten of Swords. So yeah, going off of what Cio said, I'm not sure what's going on in your life, if this is related to work or perhaps your family, but it seems like some heavy stuff is going on. And so I'd say, sometimes with the Queen of Coins, sometimes the Queen of Coins can be so focused on nurturing other people or providing for other people that she's not providing for herself. So you have to be able to take care of yourself before you're able to take care of those around you. So just, yeah, practice self-care and step back if possible.
Awesome. Charlotta. Charlotta is how we say her name. So now I will know for next reading too. Guys, we need you to put your name because as you can see, we don't know who this person is. So please comment again with your name. Also, this person, we need you to comment with your name because we don't have it. Oh, this one. Okay, so I think one of them must be Blanche. So Blanche wants a general guidance. That card just flew out, but let's see. I don't know. I feel like this card keeps coming again and again, like really reminding us to love ourselves and put our caring and nurturing ourselves as a priority. The other two cards, Blanche, was a divine timing. So have a little patience in how things are moving or happening for you. Or if it's nothing's happening, that's okay. So have a little patience and try not to have so much reactions and expectation around timing. You know, it's not happening, it's not fast enough, it's not slow, like whatever that is. And also ask for help. So your community and your sisterhood can support you if you are willing to not only ask for help, but also receive help from them.
And Blanche, for you, I got the Six of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Star. So I'm really curious if you want to comment with more information, but it looks like something exciting and new is coming your way. Perhaps you already know about it with the Ace of Swords and the Star. The Six of Swords to me indicates that, yeah, maybe there might be some impatience at the transition, or you're thinking it's not as good as it could be. But with the Ace of Swords and the Star, I'm seeing this is a positive new direction. This is something good coming your way. And so, yeah, I'd love more information if you want to comment, because it seems like some sort of major transition.
Awesome. Let us know, Blanche. This person didn't say name, but we see the name here. So Deepa, she's planning to shift to a new house by selling this house in Delhi do you see it happening soon? Let's see guidance for her new home and changing her home. I'm not really good at yes or no, this type of look at the future type of question. However, I could pull a guidance and see what I see. I pulled an ancestor card and then family card and then transformation. So it feels aligned for you to actually move to a new place. It's a time of your entire family is needing some type of a shift or transformation. So it is definitely aligned. This decision is definitely aligned to your moving to a different home. So it's a good timing. So maybe to help you with this process of, you know, smoothly selling your home and getting your new home, maybe you prepare some ancestral prayer and rituals of asking for your ancestors' blessings on helping you through this transformation.
Yeah, and this is kind of unusual for me, but I shuffled and I cut the deck, and I got the same exact three cards that just came up for Blanche, the Six of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Star. And so I'd say the energy is really positive around moving homes. I feel like the reading's saying this is definitely the right choice for you. So best of luck. I know and moving is hard no matter.
Like there's a divine looking at you, like follow your star, follow the guidance. There's somebody is looking down out for you. So I feel like there might be some divine guidance you could seek, right? Isn't Star kind of
Star's like, yeah, very hopeful, you know, very positive, especially after, you know, any other hardships in life, just, positive future.
Mm. All right, so Sepidar gave us some comments. Sepidar says, thank you. I've been sensing that something new is coming, a next level in my spiritual practice and or offerings, but I feel stuck. Sepidar, have you done your fourth dimension and accessing your fourth dimensional guides and like the spirits and ancestors? And because I'm going back. So Sepidar, you and I last time had chatted. There are whole loads of wisdom, whole loads of wisdom from those guys who were human before, the fourth dimensional guides. So are you working with them? Have you been working with them? If you have, you would actually get pretty specific guidance from them, because these were the dimensional deities and guides that were human before. So they are capable of giving you specific guidance for what to do. So if you need help with that, call me. I can help you with that. But yeah, I do think the wisdom is right there. Moving on, sorry, a little off track, but Sepidar is inner circle, so she gets a little additional because we're very much connected in inner circle. Katie Painter, another inner circle member. General guidance for Katie. Whoa. Is this stuff? Sepidar, there's like one hugely divine feminine ancestral spirit that's like all over me right now. So I had to ask, like, are you here for Katie or are you here for Sepidar? So she's here for Sepidar. So I'm like, okay, like off, you can go to Sepidar and talk to her. So I need you to call her. Like I need you to call her back into your field, please. You need to open yourself up, Pilar, because they're like all over, like she's all over me because you're not opening yourself up to her. So please do open yourself up to her. Call her back into you. Okay, Anna, you go first. I kind of need to.
Okay, so Katie, I got for you the 10 of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Coins. So if you're comfortable commenting, I'm just kind of wondering if you've changed jobs recently. It looks like if you did, or something maybe kind of heavy was going on, but the sense I'm getting is that this is a good transition, and not to worry, that things will work out.
Katie, I pulled enough cards, so although you may not feel like it, you're doing enough and enough is happening. There's an abundance of the results that you're seeking or validation you might be wanting, even though you might think that you're not experiencing it. Also, Shaman card comes up. So maybe you're being called to, I know, like, your intuitive gift, you're being called to somehow start incorporating that into your life more, whether it's for your work, for your client work, or your personal life with your family and your relationship. You're being called to start, it doesn't have to be official, but you need to start accessing that wisdom in more regular basis. That's what comes up for you. Next is Mia Thomas, relationship guidance. Mia. Yeah, I got transformation, safe to be, and then let it go card. So as I tune in for you, Mia, you're going through some type of a transformation, or maybe it feels like a small change or small step up, but there's a lot of fears and worries going through that process. Maybe you're afraid of what other people are going to respond, even though I don't even think people are even going to know. It's such a subtle and natural shift. Even though you may not think it, it's just going to feel like, oh, no big deal to other people, but there might be some fears and worries that you're feeling around that this is such a drastic thing that that it's going to somehow affect your life in a negative way. You just really let that go. That's not true. You are totally safe to just move through this transition in a most Mia Thomas way as it can be, and you'll be perfectly fine. And people won't even notice anything different. Like they will just accept you just the way you are.
Mia, for you, I got the 5 of Swords, the Death card, and the 2 of Wands. So usually I'd want to ask more questions for something like this, but with the 5 of Swords and the Death card, my question would just sort of be, you know, are you in a relationship right now, or, you know, is there someone you're thinking about being in a relationship with? And the general advice I'm getting is you might be better off without this person. But again, usually I'd like to ask more follow-up questions for something like this. So if you're comfortable sharing some information in the comments, we can come back to this.
Yes, we could tune in back for a little clearer guidance for you. This one, we don't know who this is, so you need to comment back with your name. This person, Tamara, I've had a few visions lately that I cannot interpret. I would love to know what is trying to be communicated in any message that you ladies receive for me. Tamara, are you in inner circle? If you're in the inner circle, this will be something that you should post there because we could probably tune in for you. But let us just pull a card for that. Some guidance around. I pulled rest, divine timing, and balance cards. So for you, actually, you're not being asked to rest. You're being asked to. I think you're being told that you're resting too much. I think there needs to be certain masculine action, like masculine energy action. There has to be some type of an action that you're taking, and it's going to give you more clarity. Without that action, I don't think you can have a clarity. So what are some little baby step things you can do and move you away from this inertia or being too like grounded into one of non-action?
So Tamara, first I want to say I've been there. I totally understand your frustration. When I was shuffling the deck, the cards felt like very stuck. And so then I pulled the 10 of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Empress. And so the advice I'm getting from this reading is just kind of wondering if there's something you need to let go of, because clearly you have the skills within yourself to get this message, but it seems like there's perhaps a different way you could go about it. You know, I'm seeing this as more like an ending of certain habits. But again, I would say just, you know, rely on yourself. Since it, you know, I'm not sure if you're a Tamara from Inner Circle, but I would say that, you know, it seems like you probably already have a practice since you're getting the Empress and the King of Wands. And so try to maybe concentrate on what things could you be doing differently to get the answer.
And sometimes, Tara, and everyone else, if you guys actually had a vision and you were not able to decipher and understand, there are many different ways. One is you could actually ask for clarification. So you could ask clarification question while you're receiving these visions. Just like when I received Sepidar's ancestral spirit was there, I had to be like, are you here for Sepidar? Are you here for Katie? Because I wasn't sure who it was. And they'll let you know. So one way is when you're having this vision and you're not clear, you need to tell them, this isn't clear to me. So you could have a more specific, it's almost like 20 questions. You need to ask for clarifying questions. And sometimes you will receive an answer. Sometimes you won't. So then you can actually send it back. Say, this vision was not clear enough for me. So I'm not going to So send me something else that's clear. Please send me a sign or a message that's clear to me because I cannot decipher this. So you could actually, the second way is you send it back and don't do anything. And then there'll be a different way. The message will come in a different way that's more clear to you. Number 3 is if you can't decipher, then maybe you weren't meant to decipher. So you just need to relax and just let it be. And then that may come to you 6 months from now, a year from now, and then maybe 9 months from now, something happens and you'll be like, oh, oh, I think this is what that vision was. But you know, so the third thing you can do is just let it be. So those are some tips that you guys, if you have certain visions, to me, those are more important to practice the way you can communicate with your guides and validate and get clarity from your guides yourself than seeking out validation and interpretation from another human being. As magical as I might be or Anna might be, we're going to start bringing in our own story to that interpretation sometimes. So make sure you don't get into habit of seeking the interpretation or validation for external people and not seek it from within yourself. So anyway, sorry to go off the tangent, but I think that's important for you guys to know. Tanya said, I'm wondering when house will start having maintenance issues, rental house, monthly needs, and doctor's needs. Okay, so some guidance for her home or her career. Let's look into that. Tanya, so whatever that comes up. Tanya, guidance for her home or new career. I think I'm getting guidance for your new career because I got a card for stop. So whatever that's what you're doing right now, maybe you need a little pause, start your journey. So kind of starting on a new path of a different journey, and then lead something that's going to give you additional responsibility, whether you want it or not. I think you want to step into that leadership role or stepping up to have more responsibility and do more responsibility.
So I got the 5 of coins, the Ace of coins, and the Fool. So to me, this looks like, yes, that this is guidance for the job, starting the new career, maybe a little excitement of letting go of current job. But this looks promising for the new job. So congratulations.
Awesome. Next person is Ellis Nee. What's new? What's next for me? General guidance. So general guidance for Ellis. Ellis, I got a sisterhood card and then loving self card. So to me, it feels like look in your community. I don't even want to say community, but like people around you, people in your life, and how many people, like, do you have a reciprocal, like, give and take and loving, supporting relationship? Or are there a lot of takers of your intention and energy and love, and they're not giving you the kind of support and love and compassion that you also need? So it feels like you need to kind of assess some of your current relationship and identify in what area that you need to find a little more balance. It feels more emotional energy and emotional support. It might be financial even, but it almost feels like you need to kind of assess these, and then some people needs to be like, you need, like, you know what I mean? You need to even this out because right now you're on a deficit. I think there are some people who are taking and taking from you, and you're not able to receive that reciprocal love and support.
I got the same exact reading as Sio. So I got the 9 of coins, which is also known as the independent woman card, the death card, and the magician card. And so with this combination, what I'm seeing is you need to rely on yourself more. And the death card is where I'm seeing maybe letting go of those relationships. But the 9 of coins and the magician are so powerful. The reading that I'm getting is, you know, like, why don't you rely on yourself more? You are a wonderful person. You've got all these tools within yourself. So if there's anything not fulfilling, you know, any relationships not fulfilling in your life, yeah, to let go of them.
Blanche gave us a little more feedback. She said she's not sure exactly what those meant, but excited that it's going to positive direction. It may be that I'm shifting from therapeutic massage to more hospice massage, and I also seem to be coming out of a depression. Beautiful, Blanche. So Thank you for that. I do think hospice massage, as someone that's very gentle and like nurturing energy as you, might be a very beautiful thing. Deepa says, thank you. So that's great. She resonates with the message. Next one is Adriana, general guidance. Adriana, your spiritual awakening is, I think, your psychic gifts, your intuitive gifts, your intuition is getting stronger and stronger. It's actually happening, maybe a little too fast or too slow, but it's definitely happening for you. It's time of transformation. So make sure that you don't have to do anything with it. You just need to let it come and let it be. You don't have to tell people, you don't have to show people, you don't have to validate by people until you feel divinely ready. But right now, just go ahead and allow things to just come through. And it's almost like our body is like reshuffling and like upgrading, like computer upgrading. You don't need to do anything during that's happening. You just need to let it run its course. So trust in yourself, trust in your gift, and just lean into this transformation.
And Adriana, if you're comfortable sharing in the comments more information, I got the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Chariot. And so what I'm seeing is that now is sort of a time of hard work, a time of study for you, but that your efforts are really paying off and you're moving forward. So, well, first, congratulations. But yeah, second, if you're comfortable feeling, I'd love to hear what's going so well for you. And yes, know that your efforts are paying off.
Katie said, no new job, but she got a puppy and throwing. I love your puppy, Katie. If anytime you need a break from your puppy, drop that puppy off at my house. I'm happy to puppy sit for you. She has this beautiful white puppy. Anyway, Kim Murray wants a general guidance. Kim, I'm really excited for these cards popped out. Higher Spirit, trusting yourself and in your inner courage. Magpie Spirit, a good news coming, good outcome coming, and then abundance, your hard work paying off in a potentially materialistic money way. So it seems like you really trusting yourself and stepping up, it's going to bring in whatever this results that you've been working very hard towards. So just really keep going, just trust yourself, be courageous, and there's a great harvest waiting for you.
Yep. So Kim, I got the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. And so if you're worried at all about anything, I would say there's no need to worry. It looks like things are moving in a really positive direction for you. I don't know if there's any sort of change going on, because that's just something that can sometimes activate anxiety. But the energy around you is looking really good.
Lynn says she might need help with a technical website, social media stuff. Yeah, well, yeah, hire somebody, hire a virtual assistant or assistant who can help you. Sometimes you got to invest. Sometimes we're afraid to invest money in things like that, and we feel guilty and shame, like, oh, my business is so tiny, I should be able to do this whole thing by myself. But that's a limited thinking, right? Because you should try to do what you're magical in. So I'm really trying to delegate more too, because yes, I'm a good writer. Yes, I'm a good marketer, but I'm magical as a shaman. So I'm trying to do, like, I want to delegate and invest, even though I feel like I don't have the money to invest. Sometimes I want to invest into other people helping me the task that I'm good, but like, that's not my magic. And when you are able to have the courage to shift it, and then really treat your business the way it should be treated, right? Not like you're trying to qualify whether it deserves it or not. You know what I mean? If you could, then you could actually level up and change. So I recommend, Blanche, that you definitely look into getting help. Seth Peter said, I'll get to work, but I guess I'll end up calling you. Call me anytime, girl. Katie said, she said, felt that I kept wanting to talk to you about it. Oh, okay, cool. Tony, I'm dating someone new and I love some relationship guidance. Ooh, fun stuff. Let's see. And you should probably go first because I feel like I need to use a different card for her. But
this is an interesting reading. So I got the Ace of Cups, showing the excitement of the new relationship, the Devil, and the Page of Coins. So I'd say make sure you have fun with this relationship, but make sure you're staying true to yourself. You know, so whatever that means, don't get caught up in somebody else's lifestyle. Just stay true to yourself and have fun, as long as you're having fun.
I felt like I needed to pull tarot cards too, and I pulled 5 of Cups, 7 of Cups, and then the Lover. So, but as I tune in for you, this is not really good. I don't know if this. Don't put too much like energy into thinking this is your ultimate true love. You have a lot of options, and choices. And so if you could actually look at it with a way, just like Anna said, just go with it and have fun, because there's a lot of like very great alignment and partnership energy. But if you could just approach it with more of like, I've got lots of options. This is what I'm like looking into right now. I'm not going to put too much weight in little disappointments or create success, you know, whether it goes like, this is a sign, either way, don't do that. Just go with the flow and just enjoy yourself. This feels so. We just want to caution you, don't be looking at your engagement rings yet or anything like that. Just enjoy the present moment. Ellie, business guidance. I'm feeling anxious about client relationship as I'm about to choose the business direction. Ellie, in terms of your business, changing your business client relationship, it's okay for you to pause. It's almost like whatever you do, like if you're in food and then all of a sudden one day you decide, I don't want to do food anymore, I want to sell cars, you're still going to be you, right? So the way you're approaching your business and your client relation will always be consistent. So know that you are who you are. So have the courage in your own divine skills and your power and strength to go through with whatever transition in your business you're going through. So this feeling anxious thing, stop that and have a warrior energy. But I also feel like there needs to be some pause. So maybe you don't need to jump into maybe making a decision on how, maybe if you're thinking about a communication plan or how you're gonna, like, I must do this thing to help, like maybe pause a little. Just, you don't have to do anything. So it feels like just trust yourself, but you don't have to jump into some action because you're just trying to manage your anxiety.
Yeah, so Ellie, I got the 4 of Chalices, which I'm seeing as the trepidation of this career change or the new job. The 8 of Wands, so this is just feeling like everything's coming at you fast. And then also the Fool. And so the Fool can sometimes mean just starting a new job. And the advice from the Fool is to just enjoy the journey, go with it, and to not worry so much about the things that could come up, but to just enjoy what's happening right now so that you can move forward. Because, so the Fool is card 0. So it's the card before any of the other cards, since it's 0. So in order for the journey to happen, you have to take that first step. So yeah, very, very similar to what Seal just said.
Oh, hold on. This person, we don't know who this person is, so please comment again with your name. Tanya gave us some validation that thanks and have a couple of options for career, maybe something in you feel great, unsure about new, more responsibility, but maybe it's passionate. Yeah. So be open to that, be open to that. We don't know who this person is, but so happy to see I have new workshop coming up again. Would love any guidance on that. We would love to tune in for you. Please comment back with your name. Manifestation box for 2021 sounds exciting, but do comment back with your name. Who's that? Thanks for your guidance. I wanted to ask you 2 questions. I want to launch my, okay, we don't know who this person is. Do you see it happening? I like a boy who I recently met. I'm not sure. Who are you? So please comment again with your name. Just copy and paste the question, but also put your name. All right, so we're just moving on. If there's no name, we can't tune in. So sorry about us not being able to see your name. But this one, just like that, Jacqueline Thomas would like a general guidance. Let's tune in for Jacqueline. Jacqueline, there are certain things that you are being encouraged to let go and forgive. And in order for you to let go, you're going to have to forgive. Not giving a permission for what's been happening, but you're just forgiveness from a place of not being willing to let it go, like permanently release it. So burn it down, letting things go, and then forgiveness cards come up. And then so that needs to happen, that's urgently needing to release, but then also you're being asked to really ground your energy, spend a lot of time in nature, and have some type of a routine practice to help you. So it feels like this thing has been holding so much of your energy. Once you let it go, you might need some time to kind of recalibrate yourself. And for that, nature time, grounding, and some type of a routine will help you.
Yeah, and so I got the Queen of Coins, the Justice card, and the Four of Swords. And so I'm really curious if you want to share information in the comments, what kind of work you've been doing, whether it be for an actual job or if this is like emotional caretaking. But yeah, the message is definitely step back, take a rest. You need to be able to take care of yourself before you can help others around you.
Awesome. That's for you. We don't know who this person is, wanting guidance or giving money to relatives, so do comment back with your name. Kim says she has a big smile on her face as we confirm she's been already waiting on, so that's awesome. Donnie says, thanks ladies, I'll put away my wedding scrapbook and just go with the flow on this one. Good girl, yes. Oh, it's so fun. General guidance for Lisa. Lisa, I feel like you are having hard time saying no to certain people, or maybe doing too much for other people. So you're definitely needing to adjust that. Like you are kind of depleting yourself. I think you're full of love and energy. So you're able to give and love support to other people, but it almost feels like that's not the right way. And it also the way you're sick of, maybe it's people pleasing, or you're like shame and guilt around saying no and having boundary. It comes from your childhood stuff. So it's not necessarily, so it's not a healthy, balanced way of you nurturing other people. There's some weird pattern that formed from your childhood. So working on that, right? Like kind of set the intention to releasing it and kind of being free from that control of your conditioning from your childhood and try to practice more better boundary.
Lisa, I got the Two of Chalices, the Page of Chalices, and the Nine of Coins. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of love, a lot of emotion, but yeah, kind of the need for independence. And so I guess the question you can ask yourself is, imagine yourself as a separate person. Would you treat yourself the same way as you would treat, I don't know, your best friend, a relative, I don't know if you have a partner, but make sure you're giving yourself that same love and support that you would give others.
Beautiful, Anna. I love that. Vedika was the one with 2 questions. I really like a boy. Recently met, but not sure how he feels about me or even likes me. Do you see this going anywhere? I want to launch a startup in fashion. Do you see it successful? Well, we can only tune in for 1 question. So let's see. Whatever comes up, we'll know which one it comes for. But I'm going to use tarot for you too. No, I'm going to use both. Okay. So let's see what guidance for Vedika on these 2 questions. Anna, if you're ready, please go first.
All right. Oh, very interesting. So I got I'm not sure which one this came up for the question, but you got the Queen of Coins. This has been coming up a lot today. The 7 of Swords and the 8 of Chalices. So it's not really clear since I was kind of focusing on both. But I guess the answer to both would be maybe no. Maybe not this boy and not this, at least not at this time for the fashion startup.
Yeah, I pulled the card. So it feels like this idea is great, this fashion startup, but you need to work on your craft a little more. It feels like you're being asked to, maybe you're not ready to launch and expect success right now. Maybe there are things that you also need to work on your own skills, or you need to get more, so there are more things you need to work on before you can launch it. So there's part of you who want the confidence and the pride and excitement of this new thing. So acknowledge that, of course, you want that, but don't let that desire to pull you away from not doing the work you need to do to get it ready to be successful. So that's what comes up for you. So hopefully, we're both, I couldn't get the guidance for a boy, but I'm really bad about that. I'm really not good I'm not a good relationship and love reading person. So we'll just do that. Well, moving on to Jacqueline. Jacqueline wants a general guidance. Jacqueline, there's a lot happening for you right now. Let's just see. The cards are kind of heavy, but then they're falling all over the place. They're all kind of falling in one place, but there's a lot happening. So let me just look. I think your family, you're thinking about your family needs you, your business needs you, your spiritual growth needs you. You're thinking about your money, you're thinking about making money and preserving money. There's just a lot in your mind. And I cannot, you know what I mean? When you have all these things that's in your energy field, it's a lot. It's a lot. So for you, I think the guidance I want to give you is maybe you don't need maybe you just need to let things settle. It's almost like I threw all this and they just need to settle where they need to settle and then see what card comes up. But then ultimately you want to be you. So you want to live the most authentic, most aligned life. So whatever all this decision and pressures that are coming through for you, is it going to allow you to be who you are? So that's maybe what you ground yourself in.
I got the High Priestess, the Seven of Coins, and the King of Swords, and then the World jumped out twice. I put it back in, and then it jumped out again. And so what I'm seeing is you're someone very reliable. You're someone very hardworking. It seems like people rely on you. But yeah, I'm wondering if there's something you could put down. It just feels like, sort of like CO was saying, there's just all this excitement, or maybe not so much put down, but is there a way to get help so that all this responsibility is not all on you?
Yeah, there are a lot, Jacqueline. There's definitely a lot happening. You can do it all, but you don't have to feel like you should do it all right now at this moment. Jane, actually, she's the one asking guidance about giving money to relatives, but also want a general guidance. So let's just pull cards for her and see what comes up for Jane. I don't think you should give money to the relative the way it's showing up. Family stuff. So maybe it's not recommended. Maybe not the way that it's happening. General guidance for you is really getting connected to who you are at your soul level. So some alone time, some meditation, really thinking about what makes Jane Jane, and trying to get really true to and embracing who you are. Money for relatives, I'm getting, if you could avoid it, I'm getting a no.
I got the Page of Coins, the Ten of Chalices, and the Ace of Wands. And so what I'm kind of getting here is maybe, and I could be off, but I'm getting like strong family values. And so what I'm getting is, if you give this money to this relative, don't expect it back. So if that's in line with your values, that you're okay giving it without getting it back, go ahead. But yeah, if you're expecting the money back, looks like a no.
Yeah, if you're gifting it because you're a generous person and loving person, yes. Jacqueline says, as a stay-home mom, she really loved to realize that we both told her. So I'm just starting to realize that I have to take care of myself. Yes, you're welcome. Oh my God, did we catch up? Because I feel like we were not going to catch up. So let me look at my phone and see if I missed anyone. I feel like we got most people. So Anna, so while we're here, and it's almost 2:53, and we'll finish at 3 o'clock sharp. So let me pull a card for you, and then you could pull a card for me.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, and then we'll pull cards for those who are watching a replay who couldn't get live reading, and then we'll wrap this up. So,
all right.
General guidance for you, Anna?
Yes, general guidance.
Anna, I got balance and let go cards. So it feels like maybe a little bit of controlling tendency. You are in the process of releasing and letting go, but like just continue on that. You are actually like arriving at this more balanced state. So I think it's validating your effort or your intention to release control and be more free flowing. It's validating it and then encouraging you to continue on that.
That is perfect. So I was. So for those of you who don't know, I'm in the process of transitioning to a new job. I've accepted, but it's still another 2 months before the start date. I'm leaving a very problematic workplace, and I was wondering if I should speak up on all these issues, but it sounds like, nope, just let it go and move on.
Just release, release. Some things you just need to let it go. Life is too valuable for you to try to fix everything or change everything.
And how about you? Would you like general guidance?
Yes, please.
All right, general guidance for CO. let's see. So I got the Knight of Coins, the Five of Chalices, and the Nine of Swords. And so what I'm getting from this is you are really thinking like, oh my God, what am I going to do next? What's next? What, you know, am I going to make the wrong choice? But with the Knight of Coins, and, you know, I know at least a little bit about you, you know, has done the hard work, is seeing the payoff. And so I would say, you know, as much as possible, let go of any anxiety. Here, let me pull a fourth card, see if there's any more. Oh, Ace of Coins. When the right opportunity presents itself to you, you will know. So you don't need to worry right now.
Just yeah. Actually, this new project presented itself, but then I was like, okay, well, what do I have to do now? But then I felt like when it's ready, it's ready. But like, I don't think I need to work on that. So thank you so much for that. So it's like the new Ace of Coin kind of present itself. So then I felt like, oh my God, do I need to go run with it? But I think I'm supposed to be like, no, that's there, but I don't need to jump on it right now. So thank you for that. Jane says the money for the relative will be a gift. So in that sense, then I think if it feels aligned to who you are, Jane, like your authentic being of being generous and being helpful, I think then it can be a yes. You know, I think loaning would have been a challenge, but it's almost like I know who you are. Like you're always so generous and loving and giving to others. So if it feels aligned to you, I think gift will be good, right? Anna, you said the same thing, didn't you?
Yes.
Awesome. So, okay. Murph came on last, so Murph will be our last person we pulled a card for you. So Murph also in Inner Circle. So general guidance for Murph. When you're in Inner Circle, we do schedule psychic guidance. So it's already scheduled. And then not only I pull cards and tune in, we do it for each other. So it's like a little happy hour becomes more interactive. So we do that twice a month. At new moon, we do a talking circle. And then every month we do some type of intuitive spiritual growth training or practice sessions. It's all online. So you can find more information about that in the group. But anyway, let's look at Murph. Ooh. Murph, there is a past life wisdom waiting for you. There's something that happened in your karmic pattern. There's a wisdom and help wanting to come through to help you. I don't think you need to get, like, I feel like you need to try to kind of do the journey yourself, kind of go on the journey, kind of go on a meditative state and just see, okay, show me your past life. I want to see you've done this with me before, so you know how to do it, but just show me your past life or the wisdom from a past life that I need to see to help me, because I do think there's a wisdom and I think you're supposed to kind of try to seek it out yourself. And I think you just go with what you get, go with what you see. Just don't question it, don't doubt it, just go and just go see what you see. Also, stay grounded in your energy.
Murph, I got the Knight of Coins, another card that came up a lot today, the Three of Chalices, and the Ace of Swords. So I would just say, you know, as general guidance, you know, you have good support around you. You yourself have created good groundwork for yourself. So just in general, if there's anything on your mind, I'm just getting a lot of good energy.
Awesome. All right. So Anna, for the last reading, let's do a card for those of us who are, those ladies who are watching the replay. And then after that, I'm going to ask you how people can book a reading with you for more advanced, like more in-depth reading, more personalized reading. But let's do those of you who are watching the replay. So I got Mago Blessing, the new birth, and then sisterhood. So for, I think, collective message to the sisterhood is When you feel like you need to create this new thing, new project, new business, new thing, sometimes we get a little bit too protective of this. So we don't think to rely on our community or sisterhood to help us. But, back in the day, right, people, they say the village raised the children. You didn't just raise children by yourself. So try to have a little more faith in your sisterhood and your community. And as you are manifesting this new wonderful thing that's completely online, practice the boundary and be intentional, but trust the community to come through and help you manifest it. So that's what comes up.
I got the King of Swords, the Chariot, and the Hierophant. A lot of powerful energy, and particularly with this combination, I'm wondering if this is just a read for the change in atmosphere since the election, and just, positive moving forward. Let's hope this Chariot energy continues and that we have a better next 4 years.
Awesome. So Anna, how can people book a reading with you if they want advanced reading?
So I have a website up. If you go to mixedgirltarot.com, you can submit a request through my website. I'm also on Instagram, same, it's Mixed Girl Tarot. You could follow me or DM me. I don't have a Facebook page, but again, mixedgirltarot.com. And it was wonderful reading for everyone here today. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Yeah, and we'll share the link in the comment section so you can click on it and to book it, right? So they could book online and do like 30-minute reading. Is this live reading or is it written reading? Can you tell us a little bit more about some options of getting reading done from you?
Oh, sure, yeah. So both are available. You can pick. So you can do 30 minutes. If you just have one question, I'm a very direct reader. So if you have one question, I think 30 minutes is enough. If you have multiple questions, I would recommend probably an hour. But yeah, you can either choose a live reading where we could do video chat, or you can request an email reading if you don't have the time for a sit down.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Anna. This was so fun. Thank you for spending Sunday.
Thank you.
Serving the community. And thanks everyone in the sisterhood who did the reading with us. Have a great Sunday. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.